Welcome to Mattavara Do All Institute of Technology, MDAIT. This is a free virtual learning center for everybody. Become an eminent scientist, professor, engineer, innovator in the shortest possible time and in the simplest possible way. Learn free at any place. Learn free at any time. Learn free at any pace. Good luck, learners. Have a good day. This program is brought to you by Mattavara Do All Institute of Technology, MDAIT. This is the free virtual learning center for everybody. Learn almost everything free and become an eminent scientist, professor, engineer, innovator in the shortest possible time and in the simplest possible way through Zoom virtual meetings, irrespective of geographical location, with or without the need for constant internet connectivity. Register your name for free webinars. How to register your name for free webinars? It is very easy. Please save the mobile number shown on the screen in your mobile and then send your name by WhatsApp text message, and also send your name by email to the email ID given on the screen. Please spread this message to all your contacts so that somebody in some corner of the world will get some benefit out of this free, unique, and amazing virtual learning opportunity. This is an Atmanirbhar Bharata initiative. Go green, save trees. Good luck, viewers. Have a good day. Thanks to Corona for having made this possible. Efforts will be made to present the information correctly, clearly, and completely in this presentation. However, every keystroke is itself an important source of error, and therefore the end users are required to make use of the contents of this session or information provided here at their own risk, fully knowing their own personal limitations, if any. The study material supplied by the learners is exclusively used wherever possible. However, additional explanations, classroom examples, and exercises will be included as and when required to make the subjects more simpler and more easier to learn. The video recording of all sessions will be made available to all participants to enable them to go through the same as many times as required in individual cases to become an expert in the topic covered in the sessions through the link to YouTube, which is also beneficial to all those who could not join the online session for any reason whatsoever. Donate. MDAIT or Mattavara Do All Institute of Technology is the free virtual learning center for everybody in both letter and spirit. Kindly excuse, we need donations not in the form of money, but in the form of honest opinions, meaningful suggestions, and constructive criticisms to improve the quality and clarity of presentation of the information made during this session, so that they are addressed to the best extent possible during all our future sessions and future programs in the best interest of the learners. एषः पाठः मम सर्वेषां छात्राणां कृते समर्पितः अस्ति ये मां कथं पाठयितुं शिक्षयन्ति स्म. If we try to make an approximate translation of every word what was written in the previous slide, it will be approximately like this. Eshaha means this. Pataha means lesson. Mama means mine. Sarvesham means all. Chatranam means students. Krute means for. Samarpitaha means dedicated. Asti means is. Ye means they. Mam means me. Katam means how. Pataitum means teach. Shikshayanti means start. Sma means we, were, etc. will come. Approximate translation in English reads something like this. This lesson is dedicated to all my students who taught me how to teach. Yet karosi tat vadatu. Yet vadasi sat kuru. Yet kartum ichchitam ichchitam. Sat krutam iti abhileke darshayatu. The approximate meaning of this in Kannada is ನೀವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಲು ಬಯಸುತ್ತೀರಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದನ್ನು ದಾಖಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸಿ. In English, it is approximately like this. Do what you want to do and show in the record that you have done it. In Hindi, the approximate translation is something like this. तुम जो करना चाहते हो वह करो और रिकॉर्ड में दिखाओ कि तुमने वह कर लिया है. Please do alert us to any errors discovered in this presentation so that they are addressed appropriately in the best interest of the learners in all our future activities. Kindly send your feedback, including but not limited to honest opinions, meaningful suggestions, and constructive criticisms via email address to x99@yahoo.com. Kindly send your feedback, including but not limited to honest opinions, meaningful suggestions, and constructive criticisms via email addressed to x99@yahoo.com. With best wishes from Mattavara Dual Institute of Technology, the free virtual learning center for everybody. With this background information, let us start learning something new in this today's session. Just enjoy the today's session as much as we do it in providing this free, unique, and amazing virtual learning opportunity to everybody. Samskruta or Sanskrit for everybody. In the study of any subject, including but not limited to Samskruta or Sanskrit language, as it is called by English-speaking people, we follow the three monkeys principle. So, this monkey is closing its eyes because it don't want to see any evil. So see evil, it is representing by showing in the picture that it is covering the eyes using its own hands. The second monkey is trying to insert the fingers into the ear to prevent it from listening any evil. So its message is, hear no evil. This monkey has closed its mouth using its own hand to signify speak no evil. That means it will not speak anything that appears to be evil if it is done so. Sarvesham krute Samskrutam means Sanskrit for everybody. Ellarigu Samskruta. Samskruta Sarvatra means Sanskrit everywhere. Ellellu Samskruta, that is the approximate meaning in Kannada. Punaha Smaranaha or Smaranam Punaha. Whether we write Punaha Smaranam or Smaranam Punaha, the meaning is one and the same. There is no difference in that, because Samskrita has built-in flexibility or saulabhya, and therefore whoever is writing the message will have freedom to choose which word to come first, which word to come later. Remembering again is approximate meaning in English. Now, most of the time, we need a method of counting numbers, say 1 to 27, 1 to 54, 1 to 108, 1 to 1008, and so on. So for that purpose, we can make use of our hand. In the hand, as you see here, the 4 fingers have already marked, showing 3 partitions or 3 cells-like structure here. So we will start counting from this particular place as 1, and this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. When we reach here, we will start as 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Like that, we can continue further. So after coming up to 20 there, you can start from 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, like that. So we can keep on doing this, going in the forward direction and in the backward direction. So this one, we can continue using the tip of the thumb, left, this thumb here, keeping it at this place, moving it slowly like that, and counting appropriately as desired. So we can count like 108 or 308 or 1008, like that also, using this God-given instrument. Is there anybody, please?
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Oh, good morning. So we can just go through this as a revision part, and then we can continue for further lesson.
Yes,
So you can read it once from top to bottom.
Balaha, Balau, Balaha.
Very good. What is this one?
This is Panchashat. 50.
How much is that approximately?
50.
Good, very good. What about this?
Aivattu. Panchashat, Aivattu, 50, Pachas.
In Hindi it is called Pachas also.
Pachas.
What about this?
अष्टत्रिंशत्.
How much is this?
38.
38. So it is already written there also.
Oh,
So
38.
so it is also there. So that means some of the numbers, if we try to, we have gone through it from 1 to 100, but here and now and then, if we try to remember the numbers, it will be in our mind.
Namaste Mohdaya, aham Nagamani Asmi.
Oh, very good morning. So
Very good.
you can start with this slide. Can you read this, what is written in the screen for 3 times?
Shat Saptatihi, 74, 76, 74, 76.
74 ಅಲ್ಲ 76. ಹಲೋ.
Shat Saptatihi, 76, 76, 76.
But how did you read 74?
76.
Okay. In Hindi, it is, they may call it like 76, but I am not very sure because it is not familiar to me. This is what some student has written and that I have kept it here. That's all. Mostly it may be right. Now this, I think I explained the other class. Say one word will have many meanings, and sometimes there are many words which will have the same meaning. So here I just wanted to try using the Sanskrit Kannada dictionary and wanted to see what is the meaning of this word kalu in Samskruta. I found 72 different meanings for the same word. Then I took another word called kila in Samskruta. That gave 67 different meanings. Then I compared the answers which are common for both kalu and kila. And here I found about 30 different meanings which are common for both kalu or kila. That means whether we use kalu or we use kila, the meaning will be these things. So these are some of the 30 different meanings for the same word. So it is like vastavavagi, ಖಚಿತವಾಗಿ, ಸತ್ಯವಾಗಿ, ನಿಜವಾಗಿ, ವಾಸ್ತವದಲ್ಲಿ, ಅದು ಅನುಭವಿಸಿದಂತೆ, ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗಿ, ನಿರ್ವಿವಾದವಾಗಿ, ಇಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು ಹೇಳಬಹುದು, ಹೌದು, ದೃಢವಾಗಿ, ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ, ನಿಖರವಾಗಿ, ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು, ಧನಾತ್ಮಕವಾಗಿ, ನೈಸರ್ಗಿಕವಾಗಿ, ನಿಸ್ಸಂಶಯವಾಗಿ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಸಂಶಯ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ, ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ, ಪ್ರಶ್ನಾತೀತವಾಗಿ, ನಿಸ್ಸಂದೇಹವಾಗಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲೂ, ಪುರಾತನವಾದ, ಆಪ್ಯಾಯಮಾನದಲ್ಲಿ, ಅನೌಪಚಾರಿಕ, ನೀವು ಬಾಜಿ ಕಟ್ಟುತ್ತೀರಿ, ನಿನಗೆ ಅರ್ಥವಾಯಿತು, ನಾನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತೇನೆ, ನಿರೀಕ್ಷೆಯಂತೆ. ಇಷ್ಟು ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ಸು ಇವು ಎರಡು ವರ್ಡ್ಗೂ ಕಾಮನ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಈಸಿ ಟು ಯೂಸ್ ಎ ಡಿಕ್ಷನರಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಗೆಟ್ ದಿ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಸರ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಸ್. ಸೊ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ವಾಟ್ ಅದರ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆರ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್, ವಿಲ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಸಿ that type of a meaning and that type of the word understanding, then it will be easier to learn. Now what about this one?
Vidyaratnam Mahadhanam.
Vidyaratnam Mahadhanam, that is what is written. What is approximate meaning in Kannada or English?
Vidya
Mahadhana.
Vidya ಎಂಬ ರತ್ನ.
ಅದೇ ಒನ್ ಅಟ್ ಎ ಟೈಮ್ ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ಬರು ಹೇಳಿ, ದೆನ್ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರು ಹೇಳಿ.
ವಿದ್ಯೆಯೇ ಮಹಾಧನ.
किम विद्यारत्न महाधनम. What is its meaning?
विद्यारत्न महाधन एके. एके विद्यारत्न महाधन.
So here, whether we write like this as Kim Vidyaratna Mahadhanam or Vidyaratna Mahadhanam Kim, there is no difference. But the method of writing Kim is different, because I have given the rule the other day where
Yes, sir.
this type of Kim is written at the as if it is the last word in the sentence, or if it is a single word, only one word is there, then we write like that. Whereas we use this one depending on what is the first letter of the next word that is starting here. If this is a swara, then it will not be written like this, but it will be written with the half ma. Whereas if it is other than what we have now observed, that is three things. It is not the first only item, this is not the last item, this is not the item which is followed by a swara here, then we write that M form like this, ending with half ma. In all cases, we write like this. So here, since it is not followed by a swara, therefore we write Kim in this fashion, and this is called Anuswara. Now this example gives the complete idea of the varieties where Kim of this type can be used. See, if it is single one, we write like this. If it is the last word in the sentence, we write like this. If this is followed by a swara, then you see this ma will be written half here. If it is not swara, for example, if it is not swara, then it will be aham, we will put a dot here. Same rule applies for Kim also. So in this case, there is no swara here. It is not the only word. It is not the last word. So we will use this form of Kim here. So we will try to use what is called pattern recognition technique or methodology for identifying words and to learn how to use them when we want to use. So Vidya Ratna Mahadhanam means approximately in Kannada, Vidya Ratna Dodda Sampattu. Vidya Ratna is a great treasure. Vidya Ratna एक महान निधि है in Hindi. So this one you can read once. Can you read this once?
Yes, sir. ज्ञानति भीर्भजते yesterday also I stuck here. ज्ञानति भीर्विभाज्यते नैव चोरन्नापि न नीयते दाने नैव क्षयं यति विद्यारत्नं महाधनम्.
Nagamani also can read this. Nagamani or Nagaratna? Hello? Maybe not there, I think.
Nagamani, sir, her name is.
Maybe she is not near the device. Okay, you can try to read it once, then we will continue.
I want to read. I have to read, sir, one more time.
You can read because when other person is not there.
Okay.
So when you read several times, that pronunciation becomes easy. Otherwise, it will be difficult to pronounce. So finally, we have to read in our own way so that it will be something like a melodious and rhyme thick pattern. So
Okay.
simple to pronounce. That way the words are arranged generally.
Okay. ज्ञानतेभिर्विभाज्यते नैव चोर चोरेणापि चोरेणापि न जाय न नेयते दानेनैव क्षयं यति विद्यारत्नं महाधनम्. One more time I'll read, sir.
Yeah. So what is trying to say is this one we cannot divide or part with even the relatives also. You can read this in Kannada. Gnati birvi bhajyate. So that is here that elongation is not there. Chorenapi naniyate danenaya kshamyate vidyaratna madhanam. So this is one some student has written. I have taken the other one also. He has written this one, which is right, which is wrong. We don't have to worry. We will try to use whatever is available and read. So here he has written this with this one, this student. So gnati birvi bhajyate naiva chorenapi na niyate dane naiva chayam yati vidyaratnam madhanam. This is one more student has written, so I have written that one. I think there is not much difference here. Maybe some small difference. Otherwise, it is same only. So in Kannada, approximate meaning is ಜ್ಞಾನವೆಂಬ ಮಾನವ ಸಂಪತ್ತು ಸಂಬಂಧಕರ ನಡುವೆಯೂ ಹಂಚಲಾಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. That means even our closest relatives, we cannot part with it. That means take it out and divide it into parts and give it to each one of them. ಅಥವಾ ಕಳ್ಳರಿಂದಲೂ ಕದಿಯಲಾಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. It is not possible to steal. ಅಥವಾ ಅರ್ಹರಿಗೆ ದಾನ ಮಾಡುವುದರಿಂದಲೂ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. That means if you give whatever the knowledge we have earned, you spending several sleepless nights, if you give it to someone, the amount will not get diminished at all. That means actually it will keep on increasing, because when we are giving the knowledge to others, we will come across different variety of people. So we may have to give different examples to make the subject clear, correct and complete, and therefore it keeps on increasing. In engineering thermodynamics, there is a property called entropy. So there they will write entropy of the world or entropy of the universe always increases. That means it keeps on increasing, it will not come down. The approximate meaning of this is what these people are calling today as warming of the world. That means outside temperature on the earth is keep on increasing. Is it not? Whatever was something like a comfortable climate several years back, today it has become a very hot place like that.
Yes, sir.
So entropy is something, that property. Actually, entropy is not defined anywhere in any books, but they will define what is called as change in entropy. So change in entropy is something like whatever the amount of heat energy that we have, if you want to convert it into useful mechanical or other type of work at a given temperature, what will be required there? That is called the entropy. So change in entropy. Change in entropy is something like the amount of heat required at a given temperature to convert the available heat into useful work. like that. So that is called change in entropy. So entropy of the universe always increases. It will not remain constant. It will not decrease. That is the meaning. In English, approximate translation is, the jewel of the knowledge is the great wealth which cannot be divided even among one's relatives, nor it can be taken away by thieves, nor does it diminish when donated to those who are eligible, or even not eligible also, because not eligible, if you give, they may use it for wrong purposes. So in Hindi, the approximate meaning is something like this. ज्ञान रत्न वह महान धन है जो ना तो किसी के बंधुओं में बंटता और बांटता, yesterday you said, है, ना चोर छीन लेता है और ना दान करने से कटता है. So अष्ट त्रिंशत्. How much is this approximately?
38.
38. Very good. Shat saptati. Saptatihi. Very good. Very good. Now you can read this once. I will read once. Vyagraha mamsam padati mamsam mamsam.
Vyagraha mamsam khadati mamsam mamsam. Vyagraha mamsam khadati mamsam mamsam. Vyagraha mamsam khadati mamsam mamsam.
Very good. Now here, say mamsama, we write the word this way, both are one and the same in the meaning. But as we have already written earlier, this is written when only as a single word is there, we write like this. If it is the end of the sentence, last one, then we write like this. If it is somewhere in the middle, only it is written this way. If the letter here is one of the swaras from A to O, then only we write like this. All other cases, this one we will remove and put a dot there and write it here. So that is what that rule we are illustrating here.
Sir, instead of this dot on mark, can we use Ardha Chandra Bindu mark also?
No, this is whatever the students have written, I am writing here. So we will not worry about how it should be and how it alters the meaning, etc. Because as we saw, one simple word like kalu or kila had so many meanings which are almost approximately of the similar type of things, most of them. So we will see, the interpretation we will be doing ourselves. So this is only for the purpose of writing. So writing, we are using this simple rule here, that's all. Maybe other methods may be available, but we cannot learn everything in the one class. So that's why we must go by step, that is one step at a time. So introduce something new and revise what you have learned earlier, then introduce something new. Like that if we do, we will be able to learn quickly. That is the idea.
Okay.
Shishyuho kim pashyati. So here this is a typing mistake here. It will be like this. Shishyuho kridanikam pashyati. So kridanikam. This is also to illustrate that methodology. So we have to recognize the pattern, how the word appears and where it appears. Is it at the end of a sentence, or it is a standalone one, or is it followed by a swara? Then this form will come here. In all other cases, this form will come. That is the idea. So you can read it 3 times. In a reading, this will not make much difference. This and this will be same only. But writing, it will be like this. This is one typing error. You can read it 3 times.
Shishuhu kim pashyati. Shishuhu kridanakam pashyati. क्रीडनकं क्रीडनकं शिशुः किं पश्यति शिशुः क्रीडनकं पश्यति क्रीडनकं क्रीडनकं शिशुः किं पश्यति शिशुः क्रीडनकं पश्यति क्रीडनकं क्रीडनकं
Very good. So Akshata, you want to read?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
शिशुः किं पश्यति शिशुः क्रीडनकं पश्यति क्रीडनकं क्रीडनकम्.
Very good. So by repeatedly reading, the words, pronunciation and other things will come very easy with us. So that when we come across similar word in some passage, we will not find that it is a strange word. We will be able to immediately read. That is why several times we have to read loudly only. Otherwise, pronunciation will not come. Now, Shishyah Kim Pruchyati. Shishyah Prashnam Pruchyati. Prashnam, Prashnam, Prashnaha. You can read this 3 times.
शिष्यः किं पृच्छति शिष्यः प्रश्नं पृच्छति प्रश्नं प्रश्नं प्रश्ननः शिष्यः
Prashnaha.
किं
Prashnaha, this one.
प्रश्नः
Ah.
शिष्यः किं पृच्छति शिष्यः प्रश्नं पृच्छति प्रश्नं प्रश्नं प्रश्ननः शिष्यः किं पृच्छति शिष्यः प्रश्नं पृच्छति प्रश्नं प्रश्नं प्रश्ननः
Prashnaha.
प्रश्नः
It is sa is there, na is there, no? Half sa.
प्रश्नः
So Prashna.
Sir, there we have to use na or no, sir? Prashna or
No,
no?
that depends on the rules. So, what I am writing here, whatever the students have written the answer, because we want to just learn how to read and apply this rule, particularly this half ma, whether it should come here or not, like that. So here we see, yeah, this is not followed by a swara. So therefore, this is not the combination to come here, but it can come like that way. So I am trying to give only that idea here. So whether it is na or na, that we will see later. You are able to follow?
Yes, sir.
See, Kim has come here because this is not a swara. So this is also not swara. So here it should have come as a dot here. Not a ak.
Correct, sir.
So we are doing this pattern recognition. How the words look like. See, janaha, janam, janam. So in case we make a sentence where either we are talking of janaha or janam or this janam, which one will come there? That is the idea here. See, balakaha, balakam, prasadaha, prasadam. You can read it 3 times.
Balakah. Okay, read.
बालकः बालकं प्रसादः प्रसादं बालकः बालकं प्रसादः प्रसादं बालकः बालकं प्रसादः प्रसादं.
Akshata also can read.
Okay. Balakah balakam prasadah prasadam. Balakah balakam prasadah prasadam. Balakah balakam prasadah prasadam.
Very good. Now, approximate idea where we will use this will be in some of the sentences like this. Say, for example, Ramaha Putra Gacchati may be the question. So, if we write Ramaha Vidyalayam Gacchati, if you write like that, Vidyalayam, whether it should be like this type of Vidyalayam, that is ending with half ma, or Vidyalayam where that M is used as a Anuswara. Now, can you tell that one?
Dot, sir.
See, Ramaha Vidyalayam Gacchati.
Dot, sir, dot.
Here it should come with a dot because the Gacchati is coming in not in the Swara. Therefore, Vidyalayam, like the Prasadam, Balakam, like that what we studied earlier, Janam, Prashnam, like that. So, since Gacchati starts with Ga here, which is not a Swara, this one will not be this way, but there will be a dot coming there. So, that is called Anuswara. That dot is called Anuswara. So, Vidyalayam, that after the Ya, this dot will come. You are able to follow?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If you want, you can write this one, you can note down. Vidyalayam. You can write it on the book and paper in case you have.
Yes, sir, I
Vidyalayam.
have written. Vidyalayah, Vidyalayam.
We can write Vidyalayah, Vidyalayam like this with a dot. Vidyalayam with this ending with half ma. So 3 varieties are possible. That is what I have written here. Vidyalayah, Vidyalayam, Vidyalayam. So either we use this formula, for which I have given you the rules. See another example. Ramesha kuch gacchati. That is the question. So answer can be like Ramesha devalayam gacchati. Ramesha devalayam gacchati.
Dot.
Now,
It has to be dot.
this is a Devalayah. Devalayam. Devalayam is there. Now, Ramesha Devalayam Gacchati means, should we write this form or this form?
Devalayah.
Devalayam.
Devalayam.
Which form?
Yeah.
Pronunciation is the same. Pronunciation is same, meaning is the same. So we will write this one because after this Gacchati is coming.
Yes, sir.
Which doesn't start with a Swara. So Devalayah, Devalayam, Devalayam. 2 varieties of this. The pronunciation is the same and meaning is also same, but we write either this form or this form depending on where it appears in the sentence. Say another example. Archakaha kutra gacchati. Archakaha kutra gacchati. So where is this Archaka going? So answer may be like Archakaha mandiram gacchati. Archakaha mandiram gacchati. So mandiram may be in this form written, or mandiram can be written like this. So which one will be preferred in the sentence? Archakaha mandiram gacchati.
Anuswara.
We will write this type, although the meaning is the same. Say another example. Acharyah kim patati. Acharyah kim patati. The answer can be Acharyah grantham patati. Acharyah grantham patati. So grantham can be written this way or this way. So now which do you write in the sentence? Acharyah grantham patati.
Anuswara type undi.
We have to use this one because after grantham patati is there. So pa is not the swara. Therefore we use this anuswara form, not the half ma ending form. So another example. Chatraha kim patati. The answer is Chatraha patam patati. So patam can be written this way or patam can be written this way. So now which
Anuswara.
one you want to use? You have to use this one only, is it not?
Anuswara, yes, sir.
So I am just trying to make it familiar to you, so that while taking dictation, whether they say patam patati, it is one and the pronunciation, and which one we have to write. It depends on the word that is following this word patam. If it is the last word, then it might be written only like this, with half ma. If it is a single word, which we may be writing alone, then it will be written like this. If it is followed by a word which commences with one of the vowels from A to O, then we will write this one only with half ma. In all other cases, we write this anuswara param of the word. So another example, Sainikaha kim karoti. Sainikaha kim karoti. Its meaning is approximately Sainikaha desham rakshati. Sainikaha desham rakshati. So desham can be written this form. Desham can be written this form. So which one we will use in the sentence?
Anuswara form.
Anuswara.
Here rakshati, ra is not the anuswara, so this swara, therefore we follow this pattern only. See one more, yuvakaha putra gacchati. The answer for this is yuvakaha karyalayam gacchati. So karyalayaha will be this pattern, karyalayam will be this pattern, karyalayam will be this pattern also. So if we say yuvakaha karyalayam gacchati, it will be either this or this. So which we have to select there?
Anuswara form.
Anuswara.
It is because he is telling, he is gacchati he is using, so ga is not the swara, therefore we will use this. The another example, kumbhakaraha kim karoti. Now kumbhakaraha dash irmati. Now what should we fill there? See,
Ghatam.
kumbhakaraha will be like this.
Patram.
It will be something like kumbham.
Kumbham. Patra.
This form like kumbham. So kumbhakaraha, kumbham, kumbham. So we want to fill up a word for the space given, that is kumbhakaraha dash nirmati. So what will we use?
Kumbham with anuswara. Mo with anuswara.
Kumbhakaraha dash nirmati.
Kumbham nirmati.
It should be kumbham. Whether is it this way or this way?
The first one, the anuswara one.
This one. Because this is kumbhakaraha. This is kumbham. This is also kumbham. Now, after kumbham, after the dash, nirmate is written. So nirmate
No
starts
is
with
not
na. Therefore, we will use this one for filling up there. You are able to follow?
Yes,
so, if there is a filling up the blanks question, or select one of the words given, then also we can use this idea to fill up and make a meaningful sentence. That's all. That is, which will be grammatically correct, like that. Balakaha kim patati. Balakaha patam patati. That we have already seen. So here also it will be like this. Pataha, patam, patam. So they may say balakaha dash patati. Use one of the words that are given. Use the correct word from the given number of words there, like that. So then we will select the particular word to suit that requirement. You are able to follow? So,
Yes, sir.
balakaha dash patati means what you will select?
Patham.
We will
Patham with
select,
anuswara.
we'll select this one. Aham devam namami. So here devaha, devam will be there. Aham dash namami. So we have to select one of the words that is given there. So how will you select?
Devam. With anuswara.
With this
Namami
form
na
we will
is
select.
the Vyanjana. No?
With this form we will take because
Yes,
the
sir.
last word is namami. Therefore, it is not starting with the swara to au. Therefore, we write like this. So, this way we can keep these three as a pattern for different items. Vidyalayaha, Vidyalayam, Vidyalayam. Kumbhakaraha, Kumbham, Kumbham. Pataha, Patam, Patam, like that. So all words you can group like that and you can write it. So you can read this also.
Simha, Simham, Ganeshah, Ganesham, Tandulam, Tandulaha.
So everywhere that three forms you can make. Here I have given only two because whatever students have written I have given the same thing only. There may be right, wrong, and while typing from what they have written on the paper, there can be typing error also, because although we take care of making correct thing, sometimes this computer, we type something and it will give something else. In fact, today morning I was surprised, some word I was typing, it was giving something like a different name. See, I was typing in English only. The name I was typing was Paranjape. But when I saw the screen, it has got photographer. I tried to cancel and write several times, but it still shows the photographer only. That means
The auto dictionary will be there, no, sir. It will take from that.
This they are using this artificial intelligence, in this software. So what happens? That has been prepared by giving some words to that, and then when we type, it will try to search there and try to find out a nearest word and put it like that. So with great difficulty, after 6-7 attempts, I could cancel and make it as the Paranjapa only. Otherwise, simply type meanings will be totally different. Like that it will give. So you can read it 3 times also if you want this one.
Yes, sir. Simha, Simham, Ganeshah, Ganesham, Tandulam, Tandulaha. Simha, Simham, Ganeshah, Ganesham, Tandulam, Tandulaha. Simham, Simham, Ganeshah, Ganesham, Tandulam, Tandulaha.
Okay, very good. Nagamani, you want to read this 3 times?
Simha, Simham, Ganeshah, Ganesham, Tandulam, Tandulaha. Simha, Simham, Ganeshah, Ganesham, Tandulam, Tandulaha. Simha, Simham, Ganeshah, Ganesham, Tandulam, Tandulaha.
Very good. So here, although the 2 param is given, you can assume that in between there will be Simham written without using half-ma, using Anuswara. Similarly here, Ganesham can be with a dot here, removing this half-ma. Tandulam with a dot here, removing this half-ma. So, three words are coming. We will choose them where we want to write or fill up in the blanks in the given questions. Meaning of all of them will be same only. There is no difference between them. So here, this and this will give something like meaning of, if this is Simha, this will become like Simha Vanno, Simha Ke, like that. Ganeshanannu, athava Ganeshanige, like that. Tandulam means rice. So, Akkige, Akkiyannu, like when we use, we will use this form. But in this there are two choices are there. One is using the Anuswara form, another is the Hapma form. That is the actual understanding. So can you read this 3 times?
Anujah, Anujam, Vinayakah, Vinayakam, Anandam, Anandah, Anandam. Anujah, Anujam, Vinayakah, Vinayakam, Anandah, Anandam. Anujah, Anujam, Vinayakah, Vinayakam, Anandah, Anandam.
Yeah.
Anujah, Anujam, Vinayakah, Vinayakam, Anandah, Anandam. Anujah, Anujam, Vinayakah, Vinayakam, Anandah, Anandam. Anujah, Anujam, Vinayakah, Vinayakam, Anandah, Anandam.
Very good. So here again this Anujam can be with a dot here without the Hapma. This Vinayakam can be a dot here without this Hapma. Anandam can be a dot here and without this Hapma. That form is also possible. So these can be used for filling up in sentences where we will use this form or the Anuswara form, like that. Some places we may have to use this itself. Sometimes we use this one, sometimes there will be the other alternative form for this, that one. See, Anujaha Patati means we can use it as it is. Anujam means Patati. Now, Anujam should be this way or with Anuswara. If it is Patati coming there, that means we will put a dot here, not this one. You are able to follow?
Yes, sir.
You can read this 3 times.
Rajakah, Rajakam, Agrajah, Agrajam. Rajakah, Rajakam, Agrajah, Agrajam. Rajakah, Rajakam, Agrajah, Agrajam.
Very good.
Rajakah, Rajakam, Agrajah, Agrajam. Rajakah, Rajakam, Agrajah, Agrajam. Rajakah, Rajakam, Agrajah, Agrajam.
So, Rajakam we have written here in this form, but it can be a dot here and removing this Hapma. Similarly, Agrajam can be a dot here and removing this Hapma. That is also possible. So, though it is not written, it is understood. That means reading or pronunciation is same as Rajakam, Agrajam, etc. But writing, we will write in a different way, depending on where we have to write that word in the given sentence. Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, do you know approximate meaning of what is Rajakaha?
Yesterday you told, sir, Taylor.
Okay. Agrajaha?
Anna.
Anna.
Very good. So, when you read several times, we will try to remember the words. That way, once it is registered in the mind, it will not get erased at all. Now, you can read this one.
Chitrakarah chitram likhanti, takshakah kashtam takshati, shatravah nagarim akramanti, samiti anumatim ayachat.
Read it 3 times so that you will become more fluent. First time it will be.
चित्रकारः yes sir चित्रकारः चित्रं लिखति तक्षकः काष्ठं तक्षति शत्रवः नगरीम् आक्रामन्ति समिति अनुमतिम् अयच्छत् चित्रकारः चित्रं लिखति तक्षकः काष्ठं तक्षति शत्रवः नगरीम् आक्रामन्ति समिति अनुमतिम् अयच्छत्.
Here, one important thing in an observer. See, most of the places, when we write like Chitram, Kashtam, etc., it was coming like this Anuswara only. Because here Likati is there, therefore it has come. Here it starts with Ta, therefore it has come. But here you say Anumatim Ayachat. So it started with a Swara here. Therefore, we will use this Atma here. See, Akramanti, Akramanti is there. So Akramanti, that means this Atma only used here because it is a Swara there. So this example is for that one. So otherwise majority, all what we studied earlier, they were all belonging to this. So it is not, we will be writing always this way, but the letter that is the starting letter of the next word. If it is a Swara, here A, I, E, O, up to that full. Any one of them is there, we will write like this only with Hafma. If it is not one of them, then only we write this param with a dot. You are able to follow? That
Yes,
means
sir.
this ma will be removed and we will put a dot here. This ma will be removed and we will put a dot there, like that. So this you can read and find out any mistakes are there.
Balaha Vidyalayam Gachati. Vidyalayam, here Anuswara should be there, no sir? Balaha Vidyalayam Gachati. Balakaha Vidyalayam Gachati. This is correct. Agrajaha Karyalayam Gachati. The first one is only wrong.
Yeah. So if they say select the correct answer from the given answer. So A, B, C, D, they may be giving there. So then you have to just go through. Though they look, appear same thing, and reading also same thing, meaning also same thing, which one you have to select. That way you will be able to select the correct sentence among the given sentences. And in the given sentences, there can be typing error also. It is possible. So you can read this 3 times.
Anujaha Udyanam Gachati. Anuja Vanam Gachati. Agraja Chikitsalayam Gachati. Mata Mrugalayam Gachati. Anujaha Udyanam Gachati. Anuja Vanam Gachati. Agraja Chikitsalayam Gachati. Mata Mrugalayam Gachati. Anujaha Udyanam Gachati. Anuja Vanam Gachati. Agraja Chikitsalayam Gachati. Mata Mrugalayam Gachati.
So Akshata also can read 3 times.
Yes, sir. Anujaha Udyanam Gachati. Anuja Vanam Gachati. Agraja Chikitsalayam Gachati. Mata Mrugalayam Gachati. Anujaha Udyanam Gachati. Anuja Vanam Gachati. Agraja Chikitsalayam Gachati. Mata Mrugalayam Gachati. Anujaha Udyanam Gachati. Anuja Vanam Gachati. Agraja Chikitsalayam Gachati. Mata Mrugalayam Gachati.
Very good. Now you see in this one, see everywhere this Gachati has come. Therefore, here also all places that Anuswara form of Udyanam has come. Vanam, Chikitsalayam, Mrugalayam, like that. You are able to follow?
Yes, sir.
So suppose we write here Mata Mrugalayam Agachyate, if you write.
Then ma will be Vyanjan, sir.
Then this will be changed to half ma. You are able to follow?
Yes, sir.
Like that. So can you tell approximate meaning of these things in English or Kannada?
Anujaha Udyanam Gachati. ತಮ್ಮನು ಅಣ್ಣನು ಉದ್ಯಾನವನಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಾನೆ. ಅನುಜ ವನಂ ಗಚ್ಚತಿ. ಅಕ್ಕನು ವನಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಾಳೆ. ಅಗ್ರಜ ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸಾಲಯಂ ಗಚ್ಚತಿ. ಅಕ್ಕ ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸಾಲಯಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಾಳೆ. ಮಾತಾ ಮೃಗಾಲಯಂ ಗಚ್ಚತಿ. ತಾಯಿಯು ಮೃಗಾಲಯಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಾಳೆ.
So that means you are not reading frequently, you know. See here, this word is there.
Anuja means tamma. Anuja
So
means
you should be
tamma.
able to
Anuja
easily
means tangi.
identify this one and this one. You are able to follow?
Yes, sir.
So now read it again and tell what is approximate meaning in Kannada or English.
ಅನುಜಃ ಉದ್ಯಾನಂ ಗಚ್ಚತಿ. ತಮ್ಮನು ಉದ್ಯಾನವನಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಾನೆ. ಅನುಜ ವನಂ ಗಚ್ಚತಿ. ತಂಗಿಯು ವನಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಾಳೆ. ಅಗ್ರಜ ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸಾಲಯಂ ಗಚ್ಚತಿ. ಅಣ್ಣನು ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸಾಲಯಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಾನೆ. ಮಾತಾ ಮೃಗಾಲಯಂ ಗಚ್ಚತಿ. ತಾಯಿಯು ಮೃಗಾಲಯಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಾಳೆ.
Agraja means akka.
Agraja is akka. Anuja is tangi. Anujaha is tama. Agrajaha is anna. So because words are similar, you know, you should try to remember the difference. Once you remember, you will not forget it. So otherwise there will be confusion, because reading like agrajaha, agraja. So agraja means suddenly we may write it as anna, but it is akka there. So jaha means like that, then it is tamma, this is anna. If it is ja here, this is tangi, this is akka. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you can read it 3 times. You can also.
Anujaha udyanam gacchati. Anuja vanam gacchati. Agraja chikitsalayam gacchati. Mata mrugalayam gacchati. Anujaha udyanam gacchati. Anuja vanam gacchati. Agraja chikitsalayam gacchati. Mata mrugalayam gacchati. Anujaha udyanam gacchati. Anuja vanam gacchati. Agraja chikitsalayam gacchati. Mata mrugalayam gacchati.
Very good. So if you read several times, say first time there will be little bit of difficulty, second time it will be a little easier, third time, fourth time, as it goes it becomes more easy, and you will be able to read fluently afterwards. So several times you have to read loud only, otherwise it will not come. If it is read in the mind, you will not be able to tell others orally. So you have to read it several times. I am asking for 3 because of the time allocation only. I can sit for whole day, no problem, but because you are finding it difficult to join in time, and there may be some other work priorities, you know, so I am making it 3 times. But I will give you the video also. You can go through, and wherever time is there, you can repeat it 5 times or 10 times, anything like that. More you repeat, more you become expert and fluent in the reading of the words. So once reading comes, then later on we will give attention to the meaning, because most of the things we have learnt, but we have not given attention to the word to word meaning at all. Is it not? See, for
Yes,
example, you might have come across this Uttishta Govinda, Uttishta Garudadvaja, Uttishta Kamalakanta, Trilokyam Mangalam Kuro. Have you heard this?
Yes, sir. Suprabhat.
What is
Venkateshwara
the
Suprabhat.
Yeah, what is the approximate meaning here?
Uttishta means to wake him up.
Can you read tell the sentence and give the meaning?
Uttishta, Uttishta Govinda, Uttishta Garudadhvaja. Uttishta Kamalakanta, Trilokyam Mangalam Kuru. ಉತ್ತಿಷ್ಟ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಏಳು ಅಂತ ಅವನ ಹೆಸರು ಹೇಳಿದಂಗೆ. ಉತ್ತಿಷ್ಟ ಉತ್ತಿಷ್ಟ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಎದ್ದೇಳು ಅಂತ.
ಏಳು ಎದ್ದೇಳು. Because person is sleeping, once they ಏಳು ಅಂತ means they will not get up in the house also, is it not? So uttishta uttishta 2 times, so it is uttishtottishta. Uttishtottishta Govinda.
ಗೋವಿಂದ.
But ಅಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಕಿವಿ ಕೇಳಿಸಲ್ಲ. So then give the adjectives.
ಉತ್ತಿಷ್ಟ ಗರುಡಧ್ವಜ, ಎದ್ದೇಳು ಗರುಡಧ್ವಜ.
Uttishta Garudadhvaja. That means his flag is having the symbol of Garuda.
Eagle.
Then Uttishta Kamalakanta.
ಕಮಲಾಕಾಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿಯ ಪತಿ.
Lakshmi, or even it could be Kamala also.
Kamala.
Lotus also can be taken there. So now with all this great difficulty, you are making him up, and after wake up, what are you asking him?
Do the work.
Huh?
Do the work.
ನನಗೇನು ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ತ್ರೈಲೋಕ್ಯ ಮಂಗಳಂ ಕರೋ.
3 ಲೋಕಕ್ಕೆ ಮಂಗಳವನ್ನು
ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದನ್ನು ಮಾಡು.
See, that is the importance there. We are taking so much difficulty in waking up a person who is sleeping, and afterwards, okay, boy, what did you wake me up? What is that you want? Means we are telling, no, we don't want anything. You make all the 3 words good thing only, like that. You see, that is a very, very important concept of that stotra, or whatever you call it. Now you can read this 3 times.
Bala pustakam pathati, vyagri vanam adhitishtati, Parvati Kailasagirim adhivasati, Ramaha Gramam upavasati. Bala pustakam pathati, Vyagri vanam adhitishtati, Parvati Kailasagirim adhivasati, Ramaha Gramam upavasati. Bala pustakam pathati, Vyagri vanam adhitishtati, Parvati Kailasagirim adhivasati, Ramaha Gramam upavasati.
You can also read 3 times.
Bala pustakam patati, Vyagri vanam adhitishtati, Parvati Kailasagirim adhivasati, Ramaha Gramam upavasati. Bala pustakam patati, Vyagri vanam adhitishtati, Parvati Kailasagirim adhivasati, Ramaha Gramam upavasati. Bala pustakam patati, Vyagri vanam adhitishtati, Parvati Kailasagirim adhivasati, Ramaha Gramam upavasati.
Very good. Now, can you tell the approximate meaning of these sentences in either Kannada or English?
Bala pustakam patati, ಬಾಲಕನು ಪುಸ್ತಕವನ್ನು ಓದುತ್ತಾನೆ. ವ್ಯಾಘ್ರಿ ವನಂ ಅಧಿತಿಷ್ಠತಿ, ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಹುಲಿಯು ವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತದೆ. ಪಾರ್ವತಿ ಕೈಲಾಸಗಿರಿಂ ಅಧಿವಸತಿ, ಪಾರ್ವತಿಯು ಕೈಲಾಸಗಿರಿ ಗಿರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಸಿಸುತ್ತಾಳೆ. ರಾಮಃ ಗ್ರಾಮಂ ಉಪವಸತಿ, ರಾಮನು ಗ್ರಾಮದಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಸಿಸುತ್ತಾನೆ.
Very good. Now, is there any mistake in this passage that is given?
ವ್ಯಾಘ್ರಿಂ ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ವಲ್ಲ, ವ್ಯಾಘ್ರಹ ಅಲ್ವಾ?
No, this is Vagri is the female tiger,
Oh, so
not male tiger. ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಹುಲಿ.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ
So
ರಾಮಃ
therefore,
ಗ್ರಾಮಂ ಉಪವಿಶತಿ ರಾಮಃ
ah,
ಗ್ರಾಮಂ ಅದ ಹಲಂತ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು. Half
yeah.
ma.
So here, because it started with the woo, this one started letter is woo. It will not be like this, but it will be with ending with half ma here. So that to be removed and put that half ma here. You're able to follow?
Yes, sir.
So like this, you see, knowing some simple rule, if some passage is given like this even by experts, we can find the mistake done by experts. You're able to follow?
Yes, sir.
So I have just put whatever some students have given, so that we will be able to understand the difficulty, because reading pronunciation will be same only. So something will be, if it is written in a particular form, it is better, that's all. Otherwise meaning will be same only. You can read this also.
ರಾಮಃ ಗ್ರಾಮಂ ಅಧಿವಸತಿ ರಾಮಃ ಗ್ರಾಮಂ ಉಪವಸತಿ ಸರೋವರಂ ಅಂತರ ಮಂದಿರಂ ಅಸ್ತಿ ಗೃಹಂ ಪರಿತಃ ಪ್ರಾಚೀರಂ ಅಸ್ತಿ. ರಾಮಃ ಗ್ರಾಮಂ ಅಧಿವಸತಿ ರಾಮಃ ಗ್ರಾಮಂ ಉಪವಸತಿ ಸರೋವರಂ ಅಂತರ ಮಂದಿರಂ ಅಸ್ತಿ ಗೃಹಂ ಪರಿತಃ ಪ್ರಾಚೀರಂ ಅಸ್ತಿ.
Akshata can also read it 3 times.
Yes. रामः ग्रामम् अधिवसति रामः ग्रामम् उपवसति सरोवरम् अन्तरामन्दिरम् अस्ति गृहं परितः प्राचीरम् अस्ति. रामः ग्रामम् अधिवसति रामः ग्रामम् उपवसति सरोवरम् अन्तरामन्दिरम् अस्ति गृहं परितः प्राचीरम् अस्ति. रामः ग्रामम् अधिवसति रामः ग्रामम् उपवसति सरोवरम् अन्तरामन्दिरम् अस्ति गृहं परितः प्राचीरम् अस्ति.
Very good. Now can you give approximate meaning of these sentences in either Kannada or English?
ರಾಮಃ ಗ್ರಾಮಂ ಅಧಿವಸತಿ ರಾಮನು ಗ್ರಾಮದಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಸಿಸುತ್ತಾನೆ. ರಾಮಃ ಗ್ರಾಮಂ ಉಪವಸತಿ ರಾಮನು ಗ್ರಾಮದಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಸಿಸುತ್ತಾನೆ. ಸರೋವರಂ ಅಂತರ ಮಂದಿರಂ ಅಸ್ತಿ ಸರೋವರದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಮಂದಿರವು ಇದೆ. ಗೃಹಂ ಪರಿತಃ ಪ್ರಾಚೀರಂ ಅಸ್ತಿ. ಪ್ರಾಚೀರಂ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಹೋದಯ?
I also don't know, but meaning we will see later. We want to read the words written by other students. That is what we are doing.
ಮನೆಯ ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ಪ್ರಾಚೀರ ಇದೆ.
ಮನೆಯ ಸುತ್ತ ಏನೋ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, something is there. So we will find out later on, but now our interest is whether these are written in the correct form using the rules what we have learnt. Or
here mandiram and prachiram should be halantana, sir.
Because here, where is my this? Yeah. So here I is there, here I is there. Therefore, we will not use ram like this. We will remove the dot, put this half ma here. Remove the dot, put this half ma here. You are able to follow?
Yes, sir.
So, our first step is to recognize the pattern of the words that come in a sentence, and to recognize whether that is the correct pattern or a different pattern we have to use. Meaning we will see later on. You are able to follow?
Yes, sir.
Now, these are correct because swara is there, so half m is there, but these are also swaras are having, but this is, we are using the anuswara param. So therefore, this will to be corrected there. That is the idea here. So they may say, select the sentence which is correct, given this 4. then you can say 1 and 2 are correct. Is it not? Like that. So they may say, correct the following sentence if there are any errors. Then you will have to correct this third and fourth sentence. You are able to follow?
Yes, sir.
Like that. Like that. So can you read this one?
विद्यालयं निकषा उद्यानम् अस्ति विद्यालयं समया आपणाः सन्ति सैनिकाः मार्गम् उभयतः अगच्छत् पितरम् अनु पुत्रः गच्छति विद्यालयं निकषा उद्यानम् अस्ति विद्यालयं समया आपणाः सन्ति सैनिकाः मार्गम् उभयतः आगच्छत् पितरम् अनु पुत्रः गच्छति विद्यालयं निकषा उद्यानम् अस्ति विद्यालयं समया आपणाः सन्ति सैनिकाः मार्गम् उभयतः आगच्छत् पितरम् अनु पुत्रः गच्छति.
So
Vidyalayam,
yeah, you can also read 3 times.
Vidyalayam nikasha udyanam asti Vidyalayam samaya आपणाः सन्ति सैनिकाः मार्गम् उभयतः अगच्छत् पितरम् अनुपुत्रः गच्छति विद्यालयं निकषा उद्यानम् अस्ति विद्यालयं समया आपणाः सन्ति सैनिकाः मार्गम् उभयतः अगच्छत् पितरम् अनुपुत्रः गच्छति विद्यालयं निकषा उद्यानम् अस्ति विद्यालयं समया आपणाः सन्ति सैनिकाः मार्गम् उभयतः अगच्छत् पितरम् अनु पुत्रः गच्छति.
Very good. You can read this also 3 times.
पितरम् अनु पुत्रः गच्छति बालिका मधुरं गायति बालः षष्ठर्यं पश्यति मधुः मांसं व्याकरणं पठितवान् पितरम् अनु पुत्रः गच्छति बालिका मधुरं गायति बालः साश्चर्यं पश्यति मधुः मांसं व्याकरणं पठितवान् पितरम् अनु पुत्रः गच्छति बालिका मधुरं गायति बालः साश्चर्यं पश्यति मधुः मांसं व्याकरणं पठितवान्.
So you can also read that one. Yes.
पितरम् अनु पुत्रः गच्छति बालिका मधुरं गायति बालः साश्चर्यं पश्यति मधुः मांसं व्याकरणं पठितवान् पितरम् अनु पुत्रः गच्छति बालिका मधुरं गायति बालः साश्चर्यं पश्यति मधुः मांसं व्याकरणं पठितवान् पितरम् अनु पुत्रः गच्छति बालिका मधुरं गायति बालः साश्चर्यं पश्यति मधुः मांसं व्याकरणं पठितवान्.
Very good. So you can read this also.
मधुः मांसं व्याकरणं पठितवान् गिरिः द्वियोजनं वर्तते गुरुं विना विद्यं नास्ति व्याघ्रः छाङ्गं प्रति धावति मधुः मासं व्याकरणं पठितवान् गिरिः द्वियोजनं वर्तते गुरुं विना विद्यं नास्ति व्याघ्रं छङ्ग प्रति धावति मधुः मासं व्याकरणं पठितवान् गिरिः द्वियोजनं वर्तते गुरुं विना विद्यं नास्ति व्याघ्रः छाङ्गं प्रति धावति.
Very good. So this is a Chagam. It is Chagam.
Chagam.
So Nagamani also can read.
मधुः मासं व्याकरणं पठितवान् गिरिः द्वियोजनं वर्तते गुरुं विना विद्यं नास्ति व्याघ्रः छागं प्रति धावति मधुः मासं व्याकरणं पठितवान् गिरिः द्वियोजनं वर्तते गुरुं विना विद्यं नास्ति व्याघ्रः छागं प्रति धावति मधुः मासं व्याकरणं पठितवान् गिरिः द्वियोजनं वर्तते गुरुं विना विद्यं नास्ति व्याघ्रः छागं प्रति धावति.
Very good. Now maybe some of these sentences you will be able to guess what will be the approximate meaning in English or Kannada. Can you try?
मधुः मासं व्याकरणं पठितवान् मधुः ಮಾಸಂ ವ್ಯಾಕರಣಂ ತಿಂಗಳ ವ್ಯಾಕರಣವನ್ನು ಓದಿದ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಮಾಸಂ
ತಿಂಗಳಿನಿಂದ
ಓಹೋ ಮಧುವು ತಿಂಗಳಿನಿಂದ ವ್ಯಾಕರಣವನ್ನು ಓದಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಗಿರಿಹಿ ದ್ವಿಯೋಜನಂ ವರ್ತತೆ ಪರ್ವತವು 2 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ದೂರ ಇದೆನಾ ದ್ವಿಯೋಜನಂ ವರ್ತತೆ
so here actually
2 ಯೋಜನ ಇದೆ.
See, there are 2 ways like that we can imagine, or there is another type of thing. Have you heard Gururajulu Naidu Harikate, something like Maruti Vijaya?
Yes sir.
There Anjaneya will be asked, rather first they will ask this everybody, Lanka is 100 ಯೋಜನ ದೂರದಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಎಷ್ಟೆಷ್ಟು ಹಾರ್ತೀರಾ? ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಒಂದೊಂದು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ನಾನು 10 ಯೋಜನ ಹಾರ್ತೀನಿ, 20 ಯೋಜನ ಹಾರ್ತೀನಿ, 30 ಯೋಜನ ಹಾರ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ. ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಒಬ್ಬ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ನಾನು ಹಾರ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ 100, ಆದರೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರೋದಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ದೆನ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಆಂಜನೇಯ, ಸೊ ಯು ಆರ್ ದಿ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ಹೂ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಜಂಪ್ this 100 yojana and you can come back also, like that. So this yojana here can be taken as the distance. It is like unit of distance, like maili. Dvi yojana means we can assume it is like 2 kilometer tara anta ankobodu, athwa 2 yojana. Yojana is a measurement of distance anno tara idu. So giriyu 2 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ದೂರದಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಥರ ನಾವು ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೋದು. 1 ಯೋಜನ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಕನ್ವರ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. 1 ಯೋಜನ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಮೈಲ್ಸ್, ಆ ಥರ. ಬಟ್ ಎನಿವೆ ರಫ್ ಐಡಿಯಾ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಟ್ ಒನ್. ನಾವು ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಟು ರೀಡ್ ದಿ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಅಪಿಯರ್ ಆಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್, ಲೈಕ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಂಜ್ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್, ವೆದರ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ವಿತ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಐಡಿಯಾ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್. So, can you read this third one?
Gurum vina vidyam ನಾಸ್ತಿ. ಗುರುವಿನ ಹೊರತು ವಿದ್ಯೆಯು ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಇದು ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಪ್ರಾಕ್ಸಿಮೇಟ್ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್?
ಗುರುವಿಲ್ಲದೆ ವಿದ್ಯೆ ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಇದು ನೀಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಟ್ರೂ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇದು ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಇತ್ತು ಆ ಥರ. ಈಗೇನಾಯಿತು, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಆಲ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ, ದಿ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬಿನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ?
ಹೌದು ಸರ್.
ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಏನಾಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ, ಗುರುವಿಲ್ದೇನೂ ಸಹ ಕಲಿಬೋದು. ಆದರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದೇನೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಓದಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗೆ, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕಮ್ ಅಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಒನ್ ವರ್ಡ್ ವಿಚ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ನಾಟ್ ಲಿಸನ್ ಆರ್ ಹರ್ಡ್ ಆರ್ ರಿಟನ್ ಆರ್ ರೆಡ್, then without understanding that meaning we cannot proceed further at all. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಟು ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ದಟ್ ಜಾಬ್ some teacher is required. So meaning of that which is applicable for that particular situation, because one word will have several meanings, it is necessary to know the list of meanings and select the one which is appropriate. That is why I gave that example of kilo and kalu and kila. I have listed only 30 words here which are common to both the words, but one has 67, another has 72. There are more number of words were there, like that. For that purpose somebody who is known is required. So guru means here is anyone ವರ್ಣ ಮಾತ್ರಂ ಕಲಿಸಿದಾತಂ ಗುರು. ಒಂದು ಅಕ್ಷರನ ಈ ಥರ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ದಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ವೇ ಆಫ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ರೈಟ್ ವೇ ಆಫ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ರೆ he himself will become a guru. See here ವ್ಯಾಕರಣಂ ಪಠಿತವಾನ್, so this is okay. This one ದ್ವಿಯೋಜನಂ ವರ್ತತೆ, that is okay. What about this? There may be
ವಿದ್ಯಂ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅನುಸ್ವರ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು.
This one change ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. What about ಧಾವತಿ? Of course here it is different, it is not. Now this one tyagam, because it starts with pa here, it is okay, like that. So here we are trying to identify what type will be there. Say for example gurum, will we write half ma here or this one? So because of the starting letter here, this is all right. Whereas this one is we have to change it to dot here, remove this, like that, because it is following word is not a swara. So that purpose to recognize the pattern of the words that appear in a sentence giving same meaning, when more than one form is there and one of them is the more correct form, I have written this kind of a thing there. You are able to follow?
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
So first itself we will not go for understanding a meaning of word to word, etc. like that, because most of the things we will keep on using simply without knowing anything. For example, that we have one example we got in that Uttishta Govinda Uttishta Garudaಧ್ವಜ Uttishta Kamalakanta Trailokyam Mangalam Kuru. Is it not? We have not gone for understanding word by word meaning, things like that, but simply somebody says you buy at this and use this way, and we have done that. Is it not? Like that. So we can read this once, and maybe 3 times. It is repetition, so we can make it once also.
Bala. Okay, read. बाला पुस्तकं पठति, व्याघ्री वनम् अधितिष्ठति, वर्तति पार्वती कैलासगिरिम् अधिवासति, रामः ग्रामम् उपवसति.
So Nagamani also can read.
Bala pustakam पठति, व्याघ्री वनम् अधितिष्ठति, पार्वती कैलासगिरिम् अधिवसति, रामः ग्रामम् उपवसति.
Very good. So when you read several times, when the similar thing comes again, it becomes easy to read. Otherwise, it will be difficult. So this repetition I have put here also, so that anything that is read first time, there will be a lot of difficulty in recognizing every character and things like that. So it will be slow. Afterwards, it will be little easier. We will not read one letter, but we will read the word itself. Starting letter, ending letter is there, we will read ourselves. Maybe it is like this, like that. We'll guess and use. Similarly, sentences also. So there are people who will read one page at a time also. You see, they will scan the whole page like a machine and read. They will become very fast readers. Then it is possible to this one. Here, I can give one small exercise to read this, say, one line at a time. Can you see what is that one?
This
So
one given on the screen, sir.
No. This first line is Bala Pustakam Patati is there. Now,
Udugir.
can we see all the three words together? Instead of focusing on one word at a time, can we see all the three words together simultaneously?
Yes, sir.
Then we see our reading will be vertically down, one line at a time. See, one word at a time, we will focus our attention to every word. Is it not?
Yes, sir.
So if you read one word at a time, it takes some amount of time. But if you read one line at a time, it will be faster. Is it not? Because see, roughly here three words are there. That means it should take 1/3 of the time only. Is it not?
Yes, sir.
So while reading, we will not read one word at a time, but one line at a time. That means one sentence at a time, because we can see all the three words coming there. Is it not? That is why in camera, when you are taking the group photo, they will use what is called a wide angle lens. That means even the distance is smaller, it will cover a wider area. That is why that lens is required. Otherwise, photographer has to stand very far away from the people, like that. So same technology is used here. So we can see one line at a time means straight away you can read Bala Pustakam Patati. Directly comes up. Then Vyagrim Vanam Aditishtate. This if you have read earlier several times, it becomes easy. Parvati Kaulasagirim Adivasate. So if you have read earlier, then only we can read faster. Ramaha Gramam Upavasate. Like that. So if you read line at a time, increase our view of not one word at a time, but three words at a time. The speed of reading becomes 3 times. You are able to follow?
Yes, sir.
Now, suppose we are able to see the whole display of the 4 lines with the 3 words. Then, with practice, it is possible to read 1 page at a time. Only thing is you have to practice, that's all. That means we must be familiar with the different kind of words that are coming. And if you use that, then 1 page at a time you can read. That will be fastest. Is it not?
Yes,
So,
yes, sir.
speed reading means these are some of the methods they will use. Okay, we'll stop here. Maybe tomorrow, sharp at, tomorrow is what day? Monday, no?
9th July.
9th, no problem. 9th, I will be there. 10th, I have a program, so I will be attending there. So tomorrow we can meet at 10 o'clock. But please join in time so that, you will not lose the opportunity to read, so that listen to other speakers, etc. like that. So that is what is important, required. You see, otherwise, listening and speaking. Listening you require someone who will be speaking in the subject. Then you must speak so that others will listen to you, like that. Reading you can do without anybody's presence. Reading is independently you can do. Writing also independently you have to do. For that, assistance is not required. But to check whether it is written in the correct form or the not so correct form, then somebody has to see it. That is why whatever we write should be like a printing so that all others can read. Because if we scribble and read ourselves, it is okay. But somebody else to read, it will be a problem. This maybe you know about this something like a joke. See, somebody has sent a invitation, maybe a marriage invitation or something like, to a doctor, and the doctor replied to the sender. Now he took it to the medical shop to find out what he has written, because these people, although there is rule that you must write the name of the medicines, etc., in the using capital letters, and preferably it should be readable by everybody, they simply scribble and give. But now things are getting changed because of the computerization. They will print and give the slip, because there should not be confusion between the medical store giving the medicine and the doctor that who has prescribed, because it comes like similar this thing only. Adi tishtati, upavasati, adivasati, think like that. So if there is a small change in this one, he will give a different medicine. So when he showed them, he brought a syrup and said, you give 157 rupees, like that. So, so he might have written best wishes for the family, something like that. But handwriting was not easily readable by everybody. When it was taken to a medical shop, because doctor's handwriting they can see, he brought a medicine which starts with the starting letter or maybe ending with the ending letter. Others he will also not be able to read. So that is why reading, writing can be done independently, but listening and speaking, your presence is essential. Otherwise, outside we will not get. See, even if we want to talk, nobody will be available there. Is it not? So for use that time, please join in time. I will be available in time. I will try to send a link earlier. If I give too early, you may forget. That is why I am trying to give in the maybe early morning, some 3-4 hours early, something like that. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So we'll stop here and continue tomorrow at 10 o'clock. By that time, you can go through this video also, previous videos also. Is it not? Whatever you can use for writing purposes, you try to do that, and you can put this one by WhatsApp message, so that I will go through. If there is any help required, I will do that one. So always try to see that there is no writing something, scratching something and things like that, because examination all, whatever you start writing, if they write something and cancel it, and again write something, cancel it, then it gives a picture to the valuer that is not having correct idea. So we should not make any mistakes. It is true in all other cases. For example, in a petrol bunk, in the night, they will appoint a accountant who will come and prepare the ledger in the form of cash sales and credit sales. You see, now there will be a beginning meter reading and ending meter reading. So the difference will give the total number of liters that was given from the petrol bunk of diesel and petrol. So some of the portion will be on credit, some of them will be on the cash sales. So when the accountant writes at the end, when they total up and compare with the reading shown by the meter which is attached to that dispenser, there will be difference in readings. Maybe some 15 liters more or 15 liters less. That is, either more has been sold or less has been sold. But you see, at the end, what happens? When the next supply comes, at that time tank will be empty. But before that itself, tank will become empty, or it may contain more, and it may require few more days more to become empty. So this type of problem comes up. So there, the people will advise there not to write something, scratch something and correct it like that, because that gives you are not making correct type of statement. So if there are no such noticeable things, then people will certify, they will put a seal and put the signature, and the petrol bunk owner will say, ನೀವೇನಾದ್ರು ಬರೀರಿ, ತಪ್ಪು ಚಿತ್ತ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ, ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಅವನಿಗೆ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿಸೋದು ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದನ್ನೇ ನಾವು ಅಷ್ಟು you're able to follow.
Yes.
It will be like that. So write whatever you write it correctly, clearly, completely, so that others will be able to read it in the same way. So we'll stop here and continue tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Okay.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದः ಮಹೋದಯ.
Punarmilamah.
Punarmilamah.
So this program brought to you by Matavara Dual Institute of Technology. This is the free virtual learning center for everybody. Become an eminent scientist, engineer, professor, innovator in the shortest possible time and in the simplest possible way. Learn free at any time, learn free at any place, learn free at any place. This is an Atmanirbhara Bharata initiative. Thanks to Corona for having made this possible. Good luck, learners. Have a good day.